Well, today, since the holidays are coming up and many of you are getting invited to cocktail parties or formal dinners, we thought it would be a good idea to go over some basic etiquette. We're going to start with accepting or declining an invitation. Joining us today to help us navigate through it all is Susan Schlossberg. She is the director of the National League of Junior Cotillions. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I am so glad you're here.
Thank you.
We have so many questions.
Well, I hope I can come up with the right answers for you.
Yes. All right. Tell me a little bit about the Junior Cotillions. What are you all about?
Okay. So the National League of Junior Cotillions is a national program. We operate in over 38 states, and basically my job is to teach manners, etiquette, and social dance to middle school students in the area. And it is a franchise, and I run the Lynchburg chapter and the Roanoke Valley chapter.
Okay. Are you finding that more and more young people and adults need this kind of instruction?
Oh my gosh. Yes, I do.
Yes, we all need it.
You know, one of my students said to me, good manners never go out of style, and it's true.
That is so true.
And when you turn on the TV, you see what's going on in television and in the real world, and we all really could use some good manners.
Yes. All right, let's start with accepting or declining an invitation. All right, so you say that depending on the media platform, you apply the same way. Tell me what that means.
If you receive a written invitation in the mail, such as the one that just popped up,
okay,
it is really important that you take the time and the courtesy to respond to that invitation. Somebody has taken the time to invite you. Your job is to let them know if you can attend or if you cannot attend. So with that invitation, you'll see the RSVP, and normally there's a date under it which will tell you they need to know from you by this date.
Right.
Please don't make them have to go out of their way to contact you to find out if you're going to come or not, especially if it's a wedding invitation.
Yeah, that's huge. They need to have a head count.
They really do. So in this particular instance, you'll see an M, and that stands for Mr. or Miss or Mrs. or Ms. And even if you're a doctor, that M is there for you to put, for example, Mr. and Mrs. John Smith. And the check mark accepts with pleasure or declines with regret. Instead of just putting a check mark, depending on how the invitation was addressed to you, was it to just Ms. Natalie Fonts, or was it to Mr. and Mrs. John Smith, you would put the number of people in that box. So if you accept with pleasure, you would put 2 people.
Okay.
Now, it's really important, if just Ms. Natalie Fonts was on the invitation, only Miss Natalie Fonts can respond with one.
I can't put 2 in that box.
You can't put 2, 3, 4, however many you want to bring.
Okay.
That invitation is for you and you alone. And while that might make some boyfriends unhappy, and that's something else
they're not paying for it.
That's
right.
The host or hostess, it's really their job to include a significant other if it truly is a significant other.
Okay, we are running out of time, but I do want to pop up the next one, which is from email, right?
That's an email party that my friend Sherry Anderson had. This is just a typical email invitation, or this was actually on Facebook. And the idea is, if you get an invitation by Facebook, you reply by Facebook. If you get an invitation by email, you respond by email.
Yeah.
But
and
again,
keep it brief, right? Your response.
Brief and to the point. We don't need to know about your
Yes.
So
all the details.
Correct.
We don't want to hear about your drama. Just yes or no.
Exactly. Yes or no, and
there you go.
That's it.
All right. Susan is going to continue to answer some of our etiquette questions, including holiday party etiquette and probably the most important issue facing young people today, dining etiquette.